Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a girl named Evil who lived with her mother, Annie the fox, and her father, Beetle the turtle. Evil was a curious girl who loved to explore the world around her and learn about new things. She also had a wicked sense of humor and loved playing pranks on her family and her neighbors in the village where she lived. One day, while exploring in the forest near her home, Evil stumbled upon an old abandoned house that was rumored to be haunted. Overcome with curiosity, she decided to explore the house and see if she could find any proof of the supernatural beings that were said to live inside. As she ventured deeper into the house, Evil began to hear strange noises coming from the shadows around her and began to fear that the rumors were true and that she was about to meet a fate worse than death at the hands of some otherworldly beings. Suddenly, out of the shadows stepped a small ghost child who introduced herself as Ghost Child and said that she was the spirit of a little girl who had drowned in the nearby river many years ago and was trapped in the house for all eternity until she was able to help the spirits of the other children who had also died in the house find their way to the afterlife and cross over to the other side. Ghost Child was very friendly and sweet and told Evil all about the history of the house and the other spirits that lived there with her and how she was helping them to cross over to the other side but needed her help to do it. Evil was happy to help Ghost Child and the other spirits and was thrilled to have the chance to meet them and learn about their mysterious lives in the house that was their prison and their only home until they were able to cross over to the other side and find peace in the afterlife with the other spirits that had already crossed over before them and found the happiness that had eluded them during their time on Earth or in their time in the spirit world, before they were brought to the house by a supernatural force that had kept them trapped there for their own unknowable reasons until they could find a way to escape and free themselves from the curse of the house and its vengeful spirits who had trapped them there for their own malevolent purposes. And it was up to Evil with the help of her mother Annie the fox and her father Beetle the turtle to find a way to free them from the evil forces that held them prisoner, and bring about the happy ending that they deserved in the afterlife and the peace and tranquility that they had been denied in their human existence or their time in the spirit realm before they had met their fates and had come to be trapped in the haunted old house together. And now it was up to Evil with the help of her family and her new friends to bring an end to the curse that had kept them trapped in the house and bring about a happy ever after for them all, and the ghosts in the house would be free at last to live out their lives in the afterlife, and they would be able to move on to the other side and find peace at last and finally rest easy in the knowledge that they had finally found happiness and an end to the suffering that had been their lot in life or in the spirit realm before they had found their way to the house that had become their prison and their only hope of release from the curse of the haunted house that had held them captive for so long. And now it was up to Ghost Child to lead them through the haunted house and help them find their way to the freedom of the afterlife and find an end to their suffering. And it was up to Evil with the help of her family and friends to find a way to help them all escape the fate that had befallen them ever since they had come to find the haunting reality of the old house in the forest near their home. And now it was up to them all to find a way out of their predicament and bring about a happy ever after for all involved, and the ghosts in the house would finally find their rest from there years of suffering and be able to live in peace and happiness in the afterlife without the threats and danger that the old house had posed to them for so long. And now they would be free to rest easy and live out their lives in peace and happiness in the spirit world.
Can you tell us a harrowing tale about your sister Evil?
Sure. My sister Evil is terrifying. She will haunt you in your dreams and scare you in real life.